Hey, how are you, buddy? How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
All right.
So let's walk over to my spot
Sure.
real quick. Come on, buddy. Come on, Dis.
Where's the rat?
You know what? Weirdest thing, man. The rat disappeared last night.
Oh, no, the rat's gone.
He chewed through the bag.
Oh, it's okay. Get the cat though. Cat works.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I can always go get another one. Come on,
Yeah.
guys. Come on, guys. Let's go. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up, please. Hey, guys, please. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to stop. Let's go. Yeah, I woke up this morning, he wasn't in his bag and there's a hole in it. Oh. Well, luxuries of living outside, I guess. How you been?
Good. Ignore me. I'll be shooting.
Oh,
I'm gonna get the opening, you know.
mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
So what's your name anyway?
Brian Cottrell.
And how long you been in Venice?
About 4 months now.
So how's this work? 3 pit bulls and a cat.
Well, very carefully actually. When I got here to Venice about 4 months ago, PT, which is the one on the left here, you're right, and the cat Tuxedo, they all both fit in the same bag, just a real small bag, and PT, no. Come on. Hold. Pack down. Pack down. Hold. Sit.
Yeah, we're supposed
Dizzy.
to see each other.
Down. Dizzy. Now. Stubborn bully. Back through. Back through. Back through. Good dog. Let's go. Anyway, it's very difficult because there's a lot of what I call dog owners in Venice.
Yes.
And what dog owners are people that don't keep their dogs safe from their own actions and other people's and dogs' actions. And those are people that walk around with their dog off leash.
Okay.
It's very difficult having, especially this boy up here, being that he's what I call an extreme breed. He's you have to be very careful with him because he does have problems with some other dogs.
Oh, he does?
And when dogs come running up all the time, it makes things real difficult. But I've been doing it, and I'm still here.
Yeah, but how's he get along with a cat?
Well, you see it.
It's unbelievable.
Thank you.
This cat's like
I actually had 3 rats until not 3 altogether, but and none of them were hurt from the animals. But I've had 3 rats in the last 3 weeks, and they've gotten lost.
Well, next time you call me, and we can always update the story.
Definitely.
I'm gonna try to get you on. I'm gonna try to get you on Animal Planet.
Well, wait till you hear my whole story.
Okay.
My friend. Wait till you hear my whole story. Oh, I'm meeting another guy too.
Wow. So the cat doesn't run away?
Well, I swear we could take him dirt biking. Hello? Yes, is there a way we can schedule an appointment for them to get tags or anything? Okay, if we can set up an appointment, that would be convenient. PT? PT? Yeah, 2:31. Yeah, tomorrow. I will see what I can do. Are there words to that? Okay, awesome. All right, I'll be there. Thank you. But as far as the cat, everyone likes to ask me, how do I get the cat to do this on my shoulders? The cat's about 7 months old, and I found 12 kittens under a porch over back in Oregon.
You from Oregon? That's where you're from?
Yeah, from Oregon, yep, you bet. I found 12 kittens under a porch, and I brought them home and gave them straight to these two dogs, the black one and her father. And they nurtured them. In fact, it's online viewable on Facebook.com in the search engine. If you type in Pitycat, P-I-T-Y-C-A-T, you'll on pages you will come up with a page where you will see some stuff you've never seen before.
Is that your Facebook page?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's one of them.
You got a website?
I had until I couldn't pay for it because I'm not the type to really ask for money, so I haven't been able to keep it up.
Well, we'll help you with that.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Hold, back up.
You make people happy. People look at you and they smile.
Very much. Let's wait for this dog here.
Okay.
Go ahead and demonstrate some control. Nope. Down. Down. Dizzy. Dizzy. Back down. Back down. The cat's going home if you want to get a shot of that.
Oh, come on.
Come here.
How's the cat go home?
That's how the cat
Oh, come
goes.
on. The cat knows he lives there?
Cat knows he lives there.
Unbelievable.
It's more than unbelievable. This cat is just, he doesn't let nobody pick him up. He's amazing.
And you lost him for a minute, right?
Yeah, well, no, just one. The first night that I actually had him off harness,
Yeah.
because I always keep him on harness just like I do my dogs. First night, that was when I talked to you, and I was just scared that he wasn't going to come back.
Yeah.
And turns out he's just as amazing as I thought he was.
He just came back on his own?
Yeah, yeah. This is not considered trespassing, but this is not. I did not ask to be staying in this property. You want to take a look here? This is where we stay. Come here, kids. Come here, kids.
Wow.
I got myself a carpet, my hammock. I lock it up.
Well,
Kitty's hanging out right there.
That's the cat's,
But
that's
yeah,
unbelievable, man.
yeah. It's amazing how God hooked me up with this spot, man. Because I mean, with all my dogs and my cat, how in the heck, with the rains last night and everything, how would I be, keep them comfortable? I would be just like any other abuser or neglector if I couldn't keep my own dogs comfortable. And I've been lucky enough to do so.
So how'd you find this spot?
A drunk guy in town gave it to me.
You did?
Yeah.
No one comes by and says anything to you?
No, I've initiated conversation with all the neighbors and let them know who I am, what I'm about, and why I'm here. And
Why are you here?
I'm here to start what I call the image and name revolution for the Pit Bull Terrier breed of dog. Essentially 3.5 years ago, the Channel 12 News, Portland, Oregon, they said I was working on a solution to try and fix the problem concerning pit bulls. 2 months into it, I decided I don't try, I do. I never stopped, and I will not fail. How could you work on any solution to any crisis in America or around the world unless you've yet to name that crisis and explain it explicitly? The name of this crisis that we're all so concerned about concerning the Pit Bull Terrier is called PBTT. It stands for Pit Bull Terrier Terror Crisis. It is an image terror crisis directed toward the breed through the name and general public understanding, and it's a breeding and death terror crisis directed toward the breed through 60 to 80% rebreed, born, bred, and dead rates, BBD. This crisis consists of exactly 3 factors. Most people say it's the people that are the problem. It's how you raise them, it's how you breed them, it's in the bloodlines. Here is the problem. 1 is non-contested media imaging. The media has never had anything positive on a mass level. 2 is non-trained and irresponsible dog ownership. Hence, I have a plan of guardianship and conversion. And 3 is ill intent and irresponsible backyard breeders. Now, if you think about those 3 exact factors, they are all caused by us, and they can be changed by us together. The first project, I'm also an artist, and the first project that I plan to be holding is planned by God, I guess, to be here in Venice. It's called Humane Arts. It's actually a human art project where I'm going to be creating the face of Scarface here out of 2,500 people.
You mean Scarface,
My boy here.
Oh,
I'm going to be creating his face.
Why is he called Scarface?
Because when I got him, he had big scars on his face. They've kind of died down. I'm going to be creating his face out of 2,500 people standing together in the Venice sands wearing color-corded shirts and hats. So you'll be seeing from a helicopter my dog's face created out of people.
What's that going to be?
The reason for this project, sir, is because we need to gain recognition as a united front. There's 762 small rescues in the U.S. Most of them are people that have a house, they get a license to rescue, and they got 2 or 3 pit bulls. Now the problem is that they're not getting their recognition, they're not getting their funding. They struggle to adopt out pit bulls, and it's what I call suppressing the crisis that they don't even know about. It's just it's not working toward any solutions. And as in anything, you know, to work toward a solution, you have to stand together. And so the Humane Arts Project is actually it is my art creation, but I want rescues and artists all over the country that believe in what I have to say to utilize this project for their own funding and for their own recognition.
Why pit bulls?
Pit bulls because they are the most rebred dog in the country. They are the pit bull terrier is a considered breed of dog on our planet is a breed of dog. Start again. The pit bull terrier is a breed of dog on our planet just as all others are, except that most breeds of dog, man does not consciously and constantly choose to misuse, abuse, and euthanize on such a large scale. Again, the pit bull terrier is a considered breed of dog, and with that label, in most countries, to most, is considered to be man's best friend. Therefore, I think the pit bull terrier is considered to be, Therefore, the pit bull terrier breed is a complete part of said system of common relations between man and dog. To most men and women, the dog is considered to be one of 2 relations: companion or working and guidance dog.
Wait now, how does it work now? You feed the dogs first, and then you feed the cat?
No, I'm feeding them all together.
So, I don't get it. How's the cat get along with the pit bull, and vice versa?
Well, in all honesty, my boy here is amazing. He is the trademark that you see. He deserves it because he is the most nurturing dog I've ever met in my life. He will nurture fish, he will nurture rats, he will nurture mice, he will nurture cats, pretty much anything. And considering he's the leader of the pack, they all kind of follow what he does.
How do you find the rats?
I get them over at the pet store.
Okay.
And by the way, like I told you, I've lost 3 of them. None of them gotten hurt. They've straight up gotten lost. It's pretty ridiculous. It's because I'm out here. I mean, it's hard enough alone to take care of 3 dogs and a cat, especially when you're living in a hole like this. But when you have such a strong heart for your cause, Dizzy, Scar, PT, come here. When you have such a strong heart for your cause, you won't stop. Like I said, I do not stop. I will not fail.
But you had a place to stay before, right?
Yes. When I got here to California, I came from my grandmother's house. I had 17 animals at the time, 2 puppies, him and his sister. PT actually came from a litter of 13 where there was 2 left because the mother rolled over the puppies. After she had birth, she rolled over and bled to death on the puppies. So I ended up with 2 puppies. And for the last 2 weeks when I was in Oregon, we were having some problems with the family. They were thinking that I'm still doing drugs or a con artist or whatnot.
Were you doing drugs?
4 years ago, yes, I was. You bet.
What were you doing?
I was doing cocaine. I was doing crystal. I was doing OxyContin. Pretty much you name it. I mean, I was destroying my life.
And were you a con artist?
What was that?
Were you a con artist?
No, not a con artist, just a drug dealer.
And you spent any time in jail?
When in my younger age, I was in McLaren Youth Correctional Facility.
How old are you now?
I'm 26 years old.
So you just went cold turkey, or you had help being clean and sober?
No, the love of my grandmother. To be honest with you. Her love and support.
I mean, okay, explain to us, who is she, where is she?
She's in Oregon. She just, my grandmother is in Oregon. She had just went through a knee and back surgery. And that was actually, when she went in for surgery and recovery, that was actually the time I decided, I had taught myself how to build web over the last year. I started rescuing a lot of animals.
You do web pages?
I do, but like I said, my sites got shut down. I have a lot of .coms. One is weareguardians.com, pitofchange.com, pitofdreams.com, pit2peep.org, Pete Gear for the clothing line.org.
You do Flash or no? All the
Flash and HTML coding, yeah.
So basically, if somebody wants to hire you, they can get in contact by your Facebook.
Yeah.
And what's your Facebook again?
It's Brian Cottrell, B-R-I-A-N, last name C-O-T-T-R-I-L-L is my Facebook. I'm not utilizing it too much. I've honestly, in the last about month, I've been kind of in a shambles on not giving up, but where do I go from here? I've stood alone, and I've honestly, you haven't heard about it yet because I haven't told you yet, which you will, but I've gone as far as I can. I've done as much as I can. I'm 3.5 years into this. As far as you've just heard, I'm the only person to ever stand up and tell you the name of this crisis and what it consists of. Unfortunately, everybody thinks it's just a bad reputation, but what does that really tell us? That tells us that we're not taking the blame as humans. When we say the pit bulls have a bad rap, we're talking about the pit bulls. We need to talk about us. What is the problem? The problem is those 3 factors I stated to you.
But what do you want out of life?
What do I want out of life?
I mean, right now, if someone sees this video, how can they help? What do you want?
I want to be able to inspire people to believe in something new. That's what I want. I want to inspire is success, and I've always believed that.
So, if someone sees this video and they have a place for you to stay, would you do that?
More than happily, but here's the factor. Factor is, it's not about me. It's never been about me. I would love to have things a lot simpler than it is right now, and I can't wait for that to happen. And I think this is going to do that for me.
Well, you have a lot to offer. You do websites.
Very much so. Very much.
You love animals.
Very much so. Now check this out. I have something to tell you. This kitty right here. I came up with an idea. The day that I brought these kitties home, I came up with an idea. A new rescue system for recognition and rejuvenation of the image of this pit bull terrier. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start raising and rescuing kittens with pit bulls. The reason that we're going to do that is because I've already done it. You can see it online on facebook.com/pittycats. Now, pitty cats means kitty cats minus the kit, put in the pit, and you got a pitty cat raised by pit bulls. I plan for him to be the mascot of that. This cat right here, I jog with in the mornings on my shoulders.
Okay.
This cat right here, as soon as I get the opportunity, I will be dirt biking with him. I will be snowboarding with him. I will be doing all kinds of things with him on my shoulders, only because I know he can do that. I know I can do that, and I know it's meant to be.
The cat can do that?
The cat can, I know he can do that. I'm able to get animals to do amazing things. In fact, I do a show, which I hope you get footage of soon. I do a show where I have my dog jump on top of my shoulders. I put the cat up on top of him. I put the rat up on top of the cat, and I call pigeons into my hands.
Wow.
By putting seed out and just working with them, giving it's all an aura you put off to the animals, really. Whispering, animal whispering. I believe I'm an animal whisperer. I didn't believe that or know it until I got here to Venice. But what I think an animal whisperer is, not dog whisperer, animal whisperer, is not somebody who talks or whispers to animals. It's somebody who doesn't have to.
Okay, but how do you survive for money? How do you eat? How do you feed the animals?
Honestly, I talk little bits about my dreams and my cause and why I'm here to people, and it's really depressing because everyone takes pictures, everyone enjoys my company, everyone loves seeing what they see with my training techniques and everything, but yet it hasn't seemed to get me anywhere yet.
I will.
No, I know, that's why you're here.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's just I ask and I get. And unfortunately, I'm not a con artist, so I haven't been able to, inside myself, ask enough people for $5 a day or whatever to get a place that would take forever, in my eyes. It's, like I said before, I've gone as far as I can go. I have everything inside of me, and I need to inspire everybody to listen and believe. You know, the best part about what I plan to build, I'm going to explain a little bit about Pitbull to People Relations Movement, which is the name of the organization. In short, what that is pit to peep. That's P-I-T in red, the number 2 in white, and the word peep, like peeping Tom, in blue. It's red, white, blue incorporated. That stands for Pitbull to People. Now, what Pit to Peep also stands for, in my eyes, in my heart, in my head, is a converted name for a dog through the same conversion that we're already doing. I consider him a classification of a Pit to Peep Terrier, which means a converted pit bull into a Peep or People Terrier. What that is just an alternate name through responsibility compliance. What that means is the same conversion we're already doing, which is neutering him and doing a background check and whatnot on me. I'm going to be doing what we call guardian certification, because there is a difference between dog ownership and dog guardianship. Now, him and I together as one, like man and dog should be, are considered Pit to Peep Terrier and Guardian. No longer Pit Bull, because if you think about the name American Pit Bull Terrier registered by the UKC, they only call that dog American Pit Bull Terrier because we accept it, because we have for so long. But think about that name, Pit Bull. The word pit comes from pit fighting, which is not their American profession. That's their American, that's our ignorance. That's not the profession. So why is that in their name? Bull baiting is from England. They don't do that here. So why is there Pit Bull in their name? I don't believe there should be.
Have you watched that show, The Little Rascals?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Petey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're looking like each other.
I hear it every
You really
day.
do, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. He's a great boy. Scar, come here.
What about girlfriend for you or wife?
Honestly, I'm so.
Been there, done that?
No, not at all. I haven't had very many girlfriends in my life. I've kind of, most of my life I gave myself to myself. I cared about, you know, drugs or just, I was considered ADHD when I was young, and I just was a hassle. I've had plenty of girlfriends, but in the last 3.5 years, I haven't, you know, mainly because I had a fiance whom I lost right before I changed my life. She's actually part of the reason I changed my life.
What happened to her?
I didn't realize what I had. And what I mean by that is like, this is the father of Dizzy. Dizzy girl, come here. This is the father of Dizzy. Dizzy is 3.5, Scarface is 7.5.
Wow.
Dizzy has a sister. Her sister looks a lot like PT. Her sister is also guardianed by my ex-fiance. And we had a family. You know, this is my family. I consider these my kids. So with that, I believe we had a family. And I didn't put the family before the marijuana and the pills and everything else. Me and her used to smoke marijuana together. And I put what I've done my whole life before her. When I knew I had her, I had the right girl.
You spoke marijuana, medical marijuana? Or just
I don't smoke anymore, not at all.
No, but when you did, was it medical marijuana? Or
no, over in Oregon, they didn't have medical marijuana 3-4 years ago.
So
they did.
You just smoked to get high?
Yeah, I just smoked to get high. All day, every day. Just didn't know what to do with my life. Just wasted it.
You don't miss it?
Not a bit. Not a bit. Even on my lowest days. You know, a year and a half ago, I lived in the back of an 86 Suburban. And I had the front of it caged off. I have some video footage and stuff online. I had the front of this truck caged off, and I rescued it and raised.
How do you find that video?
You will find that video. We're gonna sit down and go over all that stuff. I'm gonna give you all my footage.
Okay.
All kinds of stuff. Now the thing is I rescued and rescued and retrained and vetted 6 dogs in 4 months in a little town called Gladstone, Oregon. I parked in front of a DMV in my truck because I didn't have a license when I got into town. I called the police station and I told them who I was, what I was about, why I was in their town, and that I'm not driving anywhere because I'm waiting to get enough money for my license. And in that 4 months, there was just another dog came in. I'd have a dog for 2 weeks. I'd train it. I use a triple technique, which is snap, visual, and voice. For instance, with my dog right now, it's just snap. I put a little visual in there, but normally when I'm helping somebody train their dog for the first time, what you have to recognize that people aren't doing is a lot of people tell their dog to sit down, putting their hand in a down motion. An up motion gives your dog the opportunity. Now when you're, come here, Dis. Come here, Dis. Good girl. See right there? I go halfway in between me and my dog, so you give them the opportunity of going halfway. That's what man and dog's about. You gotta be half and half. And what you do is you use your hand. You put your hand at same eye level as the dog, so the dog will switch from your hand to your eyes, because you'll notice that your dog will always watch your hands. Whether you hit them or whether you don't hit them, or no matter how you treat them, they watch your hands. They watch you.
Is that cats too?
He's just amazing. I have no explanation for Tuxedo. But I use these techniques where I break them off. So I would go sit like that, and I've just used 3 commands, very simple commands, for one command. And that triggers 3 spots in the brain for the dog. So you're giving the dog more opportunity to understand what you're talking about. And then once the dog understands those 3 commands together, you can just go like that without saying sit, or you can just go sit. You know, you can break commands off, and then once you get good enough to semi-whispering status, I guess, you would just walk up and go like that, and the dog sits down for you.
That's unbelievable, man.
It's all about it's you know, Cesar Millan is a genius. He is a genius, and the only thing I think Cesar Millan needs to change is that he is the first guardian in this country to his dogs. Guardian. What is a guardian? What's the difference between dog ownership and dog guardianship? I'll tell you right now. A dog owner is going to think, my dog doesn't bite. I'm going to just run around and let my dog just run around and do what it wants because it doesn't bite. It's going to be safe. You know, everybody's dog's safe. When they're not realizing, a person like me, a guardian like me, has a dog that is a biter. Without the proper control, he will bite. And to have people running around with their dogs, dog owners running around with their dogs, letting their dogs run around on a bridge with no rails, it really hurts me because I have to work so much harder, especially being homeless with 3 dogs and a cat on my shoulders. I have to work so much harder to keep their dogs safe when they should be keeping their dogs safe. I call it keeping your dog safe from your own actions, other dogs, and other people's actions. That's why if you're in town or not in a no-leash dog park, you have a leash and harness on your dog. Harnesses are the revolution of animal equipment. They need to be used. Okay, it's a given, and it does work for training. I don't care what anybody says. I also have snap training with leash. I use snap training with leash, just like she wants to lay down, but. So see, when I have a pack, I have a few invention plans on the way. I won't, of course, tell them, but one of them has to do with locking here and a locking here, and it's actually a training lead I plan to come up with that's going to use for my triple techniques. It's just amazing. I have to tell you, you know, even being here in this hole in the wall, it's amazing to get this far, you know, inside myself, and to still feel so strong about what I believe in.
Has anybody hired you to train their dog or cat?
No, I get asked all the time, but I'm a homeless guy outside in Venice, California. So I don't have anywhere for my dogs to be if I was to go to work and train and stuff like that. My plan right now, what I want to come of this right now, is I want to be able to, which I can, support. Oh my gosh.
What?
Exactly what I'm talking about. My shirt guy, the guy who's supposed to be producing the shirts for the Humane Arts Project, I'll tell you about that in 2 seconds, is supposed to be meeting us where we were, but he hasn't called yet. 1 second. PT, what are you doing? Hey, bud, I'm right down the street at the Brig. Is that okay if you meet me out front of there? The Brig, it's right down the street, up Abercrombie, like 2 blocks toward Venice Boulevard. Is that okay? All right, so just call me when you're out front of there. I'm like corner away. All right, bye. He's walking, so let's just go ahead and walk to him. The Humane Arts Project is what I want to happen, and that's a human art project, like I said, where I'm creating the face of him out of 2,500 people or more in the Venice Sands. And the reason for that or the reason why I want to get that done right away or get that going is to gain recognition for all of us standing together, but also to be able to support myself. And you know, I could sell put a shirt on everybody's back
Sure you can. That's a good idea.
that I meet, and it's that will be a way for me to support myself and be able to pay for a place to be. Because I mean, I appreciate this. I appreciate having this more than anything in the world. It's amazing. The police know I'm here. When I got here,
have the cops came and talked to you?
oh yeah, they love me. They've taken all kinds of pictures. When I got here, there was a shopping cart, a bunch of pornography, and needles in this place. So they appreciate me being here.
So you also watched a lot too over here, right?
I lost more than a lot.
No, but
I got a room off of Craigslist over in Watts, California. I knew nothing whatsoever about Watts, California, and I paid $800 for what ended up being a sham. And I decided, I was told that I was going to be able to get a ride into Hollywood every day to be able to promote. I came with about 40 promotion shirts. I had $300 left in my pocket, and the deal is that it was a sham. The lady had about 5 dogs there already. She was a Samoan, which means nothing about the sham, but she just had a big attitude, and it wasn't what I needed. So I decided to go straight for the dream. And in that, here I am. I've been here 4 months. I've worked very hard. About 2 months into it. Excuse me. Come on, kids. About 2 months into it, I ended up losing my laptops, all my stuff. There was some rains that hit a couple months ago. Everything got taken. There was nothing I could do about that. But I knew, you know, I've lost a lot of things before. So look how big he is. He's enormous, isn't he? Absolutely enormous. This is Allie. This is the guy I'm hoping to produce the Humane Arts shirts. And
he does t-shirts.
The t-shirts for the Humane Arts Project. And
You got a website, sir?
Yeah, act right here.
Can you spell it?
ASCTRIGHTGEAR.com.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. So let's go sit and talk, man. Let's do it, definitely. Awesome. So interesting that your company name, like I told you before, is Act Right here, and I plan for my stuff to be called Peep here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the deal is that as we were just talking about, you know, I've been here a long time, worked really hard, getting this done, getting to where I'm going with this by myself. And what I want to offer you is the chance to offer me a job. What this job would be is that we get started on production on a couple shirts. We'll talk about what those are. You know, I'll show you what those are. And you start producing the shirts. Right now my websites are down. So if you can get them on your site, I can get them sold all day long. I've already got hundreds of people here in town that are waiting for me to come up with a product.
I don't really do that.
Okay.
I do either custom jobs or I have my own brand. So for me to have another website piggyback on the website, it'd be a definite conflict of interest.
Okay, well he could probably get me some help, but yeah, in
retro, printing them, I can work something out with
what
that.
kind of deposit would you need me to
merging the two? I can't do that because I already have my own set, objectives.
Okay, well if I could, he might have somebody help me with a site. If I can get my own site up, I mean I can do it myself, but I'm outside. If I can get another site up,
we'll link back to you guys and.
Yeah. Well, my main problem right now is I don't have any money for deposit. I make enough every day just to be able to eat and
you put a website on WordPress.
Well, the website's not what I'm worried about. It's just getting the shirts produced. You know what I mean?
Well, we can work something out, but I mean, no, I won't go any big quantities. Maybe
no need for big quantities. What's needed, in all honesty, is a one sweatshirt on my back of my choosing with my labeling, so that I can very easily go through what I just went through on camera with him, and inspire people like I do every day. But I can actually get something out of them. You know, because I don't ask people for money when I talk to them. I don't ask them for money, but I won't really. It'll put off a different aura if I'm wearing my own gear, to where I won't really have to. You understand what I mean? So a sweatshirt and a shirt on my back, and a couple shirts to show, and then you know, some shirts backed up so people can start buying.
Do you have a design?
Yeah, more than one. I've got lots of designs. We'll go over.
Because I won't get into anything 3 or 4 colors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I can, but not as far as this project's concerned. This project, you know, if I'm going to do it, you know, basically out of my pocket to like merge with you, it would definitely have to be like a dozen, maybe one color at most.
Yeah, like a
two
start.
colors, you know?
Yeah, that's fine. That's really what I need is just something to start, something to represent. I mean, I'm representing. I don't even know what this is. People are asking me all the time. You know, volunteer for what? What do you volunteer for? You know, they need to be asking me, what's your shirt mean when it's what my heart means. You know what I mean?
European Health Services.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you got big.
Yeah, man, he's enormous. Remember when he got here, he was he fit in a little bag.
Look at you.
When I met him when he was working on a I think it was the Thanksgiving dinner down there on Venice Beach.
Yes.
Him and his family were working on it, and that's when I met him. And when I met him, I had a shopping cart with my stuff. Remember my shopping cart with my stuff in it? And then,
You still have it?
No, man, I'm in an amazing spot. I'll show you in a minute right over here. Amazing spot. God gave me an awesome
You
spot.
still got all your equipment though?
I got 2 new laptops. I went to Santa Monica for 3 weeks. I was blessed with 3 weeks inside a lady's house, and I raised some money in Santa Monica. Was able to get a couple new laptops and whatnot. That's weird. Look at that worm sitting there. That's a trip. See, I even collect worms. Every animal, every species comes to me. That's a joke.
Okay.
But yeah, so mainly, I mean, there's going to be a lot coming from this right here. He's very connected. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if through the next week we're able to really get some stuff going.
You have
But
a card?
Yeah.
Mainly right now.
One of your cards.
Mainly right now is I'll email you today. That's the I'm gonna have to.
There you go.
Photoshop.
You have one?
I'm gonna have to Photoshop
yeah.
a little bit today, and then I would email you today. What my old shirts look like, and it's just kind of, it's about 3 colors.
Okay. I saw your last one with Scar's face on
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't really matter as
Thank
long
you.
as my trademark doesn't have to be the color it is. As long as my trademark's there, you know, like it could even be in black and black or not. I just
You have
have
the
to I have to
trademark
start
actually trademark, or are you just putting the trademark next to it? Or is it a registered trademark?
Oh, it's registered. Yeah, in Oregon.
It's registered?
Yeah, registered trademark in Oregon. Bet.
Yeah, that'll work. You gotta send me your designs and I'll work on them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, a sweatshirt for myself. Just make double X don't even really work. Try to go and just get a triple X.
What would he need, money-wise, to get it started?
It all honestly really depends on how many shirts you want to go.
Well,
with.
2,500 is going to be what the project is, and that's just. I mean, you're talking. That's just what I mathematically have put together to be able to create the face out in the ground. Now, when our story gets out there, God knows how many people are going to show up. You know, so it's like, but really, to get started, I would say 50 shirts. You know, how much would you need for 50 shirts?
For 50 shirts, it'd be $2 a t-shirt and $4 a color. So you're looking at $6 per t-shirt going out.
Okay, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. So and there's no setup fee, no graphic fee.
Okay, and then how much per extra color?
There's another $3 per extra color.
Okay, $3 per extra color. Cool. So yeah, that rounds about 5. That's what I thought.
How much would you sell a T-shirt for?
20, but at least $20. I mean, it's how much do I sell my heart for every day out there? You know, the other people are going to see what the shirt means to me, and with that, they're going to be more than happy to give me whatever is asked for it. I'm sure, but it's not about the money. Like I said, it's about first of all, it's about getting those shirts in people's closets and on their backs. So when the project gets advertised and it starts happening, everybody's ready. And the best part about the project is you don't have to have a Pit to Peep shirt or a hat. You can just have the right color, show up, bring an extra. I plan on having it with the extra people, a picture frame of people around that. So I want everybody to also bring a black shirt because I'm going to put a black frame around that. So that way, you know, if we got too many people for the face, we can just they can throw their black shirt on and become part of the frame. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to actually do a gold frame around the black. Like I've got some ideas on that. But yeah, I mean, I want this to be able to support myself. You know, this would be a job to me. You producing shirts, it's a job to me to be able to actually get supporting on myself. Yeah. You know, what took me so long to honestly call you is that I was not so sure about how you know, whether I was even in the right place for the last month and a half, 2 months, just because so many things have been happening. In the last 2 weeks, that's when I started contacting you again. In the last 2 weeks, I've been doing so darn good. I've been provided with so much that it made it more enticing to go ahead and get things going. So, for sure.
There you go.
Any more questions, boss?
It's
Got a lot more to tell.
It's amazing that you two guys met each other.
What was that?
It's amazing that you two guys hooked up.
Yeah. When I first got here, he met me when I first got here. This little guy and the cat fit in a little bag, man. Little tiny bag. I'll give you those pictures too.
Okay.
I've got so much footage, pictures, and
You didn't
stuff
come
for
to
you
Christmas.
to go. I
Come to
couldn't.
Christmas
I
feeding?
couldn't, man. It was during the rains, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was raining.
The rains didn't come till like noon.
Was I in Santa Monica?
No, you were out here. You said you were staying somewhere in Venice, but yeah.
I think I was in
like
Santa
probably
Monica.
like
I was
good
in Santa Monica.
150 people showed up, like 90 volunteers. That was pretty good.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
So what's the shirt gonna say?
Well, it has my dog's face. Well, the old shirts that I used are the ones that I wore when I got on the news, which you'll see on YouTube. It says Bottom Up Revolution on YouTube. That's actually Bottom Up Revolution, spelled just like that on YouTube, is the introduction to me living in a truck and rescuing animals. Pit to Peep news clip 2009 on YouTube is the clip of me against the United States of America. The way I felt about it, it was like me against the United States of America. I was standing up saying I was working on a solution to the crisis. And I realized you can't work on any solution to any crisis you get to name and explain, like I told you earlier. But the shirts, they have my trademark, which I think I showed you. They have my trademark on them, which is the world with light shining around the shoulders, and Pit in red, the number 2 in white, and Peep in blue. You know, this trademark, essentially what this stands for is not a new rescue I'm building. It stands for a new rescue system for all 762 rescues in the US. This is going to be the trademark behind the trademark, something for all of us to stand strong by. Okay, because that's the first thing we need to do. If we can't stand alone and make it, we need to stand together.
So basically, they buy the T-shirt and that helps your cause.
Yeah, buy the T-shirt and that helps me finally get this off the road. You know, it's not about me getting into a house; it's about my kids getting into a house. As far as my heart deserves, or is about it. But what buying the T-shirt does is it gives me the opportunity to get to that next step to be able to inspire you further.
So you have that, and plus you do the websites.
Yeah.
So websites, you can train animals.
Yeah, I whisper 'em. I don't think
Okay.
I actually can walk up to somebody's dog. A lot of dogs, if they're hyper, I get down like halfway. Like I said, if they're hyper, they'll kind of come jump up. I touch their chest, back them up, and I go like this, and the dog sits. Not even kidding.
So what's your opinion about this?
As far as the cause goes, or as far
As helping them with the T-shirts, I mean.
I think it's a good idea,
and
I'm willing to get in there and help out. I mean, I can't, drop, 2,500 T-shirts, right off the bat.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
That's obviously,
no, of course not.
But of course, I'd be willing to, donate some T-shirts. See
I
how
believe
it
he has
starts
bullies
out,
himself.
Oh, you have pit bulls?
Yeah, I have a pit bull. I have a pit bull and a little 7-pound.
Now, don't you think the name when people hear pit bull, that's one of the first things that
It's a generalization.
Yeah, but see, that gives people the impression, people that don't understand or know the breed like we do, that gives off already a negative impression, just the pit bull part of it,
Well, major media helps with that a lot. I mean, they don't cover the fact that poodles are most dogs that attack kids. They cover the fact that a terrier did it, and it doesn't matter what kind of terrier it is. It gets labeled as a pit. So it's major media has to have if you can't really, you could have a cause as far as I'm concerned, all you want. But if you can't get like a major outlet to at least somewhat support the idea, you're kind of going, uphill, because if not everybody's out here seeing you in Venice. Not everybody's out there in Santa Monica.
And that's what makes it hard, because the people that do see me are so amazed and inspired. The people that do talk to me are so amazed and inspired, but I have to.
The fact that you're not on the news already, you're being covered by some major outlet.
It's sad.
It's sad. It's that they really don't care, It's if it wasn't because of the major outlets, Santa Monica wouldn't have put the ban on the dogs. Now you walk with any dog that has a flat forehead, instantly they're like, oh, there goes a pit bull. It could be a Boston Terrier for all they know,
Well, there's a ban on it, pit bulls in Santa Monica?
I think Santa Monica has a ban on pit bulls now. You can't walk them, you can't own them and move into the city, nothing like that.
You're kidding?
No.
Is that a new law or something?
No, I think it went into
After
effect
the first.
like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh,
They had it.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't have pit bulls living around here.
Wow.
Huh?
That's
I was
sad.
under the impression it might have been this year after the first of last month, but I may be wrong.
Now you can't walk them on the boardwalk, nothing.
On the boardwalk down here?
Oh, come on. Seriously?
Oh yeah. Every time I bring my dog out here, they kick me off.
Yeah, but your dog's massive.
Huh?
Your dog's massive.
Well, you know what
He's
happened?
not from
you know what
Oregon
happened,
like
you
these
know what happened on the boardwalk? A cop had a horse, and
Uh-huh.
the pit bull, he jumped and grabbed the horse's chest, and he ripped out the horse's gut.
Oh, he
chest
did?
area. I was there. It was about 20 years ago.
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah, and you felt bad for the pit bull too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you felt, the horse is okay. The horse's name is Tripper. He survived and everything like that. And the dog, I felt sorry for the dog. The cop pulled a gun out. He was gonna shoot the dog,
Wow.
but it was so crowded with people they couldn't shoot the dog. But that's why they
Did
banned
still
pit bulls.
manage to put them down? Maybe not with the gun, but
So I'll send you some designs,
Yeah,
and
send me some designs.
and what I hope to do. I mean, I know you're a busy man, but what I hope to do, in all honesty, I don't know how quick this is gonna work. I hope quick. I hope Ellen DeGeneres or Oprah, please help. I mean, come on, I'm all about the animals. But in general, I hope to have at least what I was talking about on my back, to be able to start raising some funds for myself to get into a place by Wednesday, maybe. If I gave you designs today, Wednesday, Thursday,
more like Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
More like Friday.
Okay. I'm under your time. I was giving a guess. I was pushing
more
it
like
out there.
Friday.
Cool.
But yeah, send me the designs. I'll put them through the computer. Are they already in Photoshop?
I've got to re-Photoshop. Remember, my laptop's got
Yeah.
jacked, so
Yeah,
all
just
my
do
work,
Photoshop.
man, gone 400 gigabytes. But I can re-Photoshop what I got.
Yeah, just
I'll
send
do
me
that.
the Photoshop. I'll clean it out. And
Oh, you'll clean it out for me?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
clean it out
Yeah,
a
I'll
little
do
bit
that.
and I'll put it on the shirt.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
I will see you.
Okay,
Good
thank
meeting
you.
you, guy.
Thank you, sir.
I will see you.
Okay,
Well, kids.
that's so positive. He's really a nice guy.
What was that?
He's really a nice man.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. I mean, like I told you, when I met him, he was helping out with the whole feed and stuff. His
Well,
whole
you
family.
got me, you got him, and
There's a gentleman named Asaf. He buys dog food for my dogs
Okay,
all
that's
the
three.
time.
That's three.
I don't have to buy dog food because he buys it for me.
And cat food.
And cat food. Oh yeah, and cat
So we have three people so far.
Oh yeah.
And this is gonna.
There's Donna, my friend Donna, who I met out here. She's 19 years old, and on crappier days like yesterday, instead of hanging out in my thing, we went driving around in her car just to ride around and stuff. So she gets me up and out and doing things. And there's a lot of other people. You know, a lot of people that know me really don't even know that I'm homeless out here, because it's not that I'm embarrassed or anything about it. It's just that I'm standing for guardianship. I'm stomping my foot down for guardianship to dogs. And it's a little easier to do that if people think that I have a place, you know, because I mean, I really stand for it. I stand for guardianship. 4 months in Venice, California, homeless with 3 dogs and a cat.
That's unbelievable.
I stand for guardianship. So, you know, it's going to be a lot easier for me to support that guardianship idea when I am in somewhere.
Well, I'm thinking maybe the Animal Planet will help.
I don't see why not. I mean, like I said, I have dogs on my shoulders with a cat on that, a rat on that, and pigeons in my hands. What more do you want, Animal
Yeah.
Planet? You know, and it's not main key. It's not about me. Main key is that I want to inspire you to believe in something new. I want to inspire you to come together. I want to inspire all of you and help all of you understand who and what the peep terrier is.
Well, I was here that day, and I was working on Lindsay Lohan, jewelry theft.
Yeah.
But I saw you, and I was amazed.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and see, that's what hurts me, is that everyone is amazed, and I have to either not bring up the fact that I'm homeless with all this, or I have to stand there with every person and talk for about 45 minutes to an hour to explain everything to them, because they want to hear it all. But how can I do that with every person? I can't do. I've been doing it 4 months, and the worst part about it is I'm all for the animals. I don't ask for money. If I'm not hungry in my pocket, like I said, they're always fed. If I'm not hungry in my pocket, or I'm not thirsty, I don't ask. And I don't even really ask for money. I'll ask somebody at a taco truck here at night when I come out and I sit and I talk to people. I'll ask them for a burrito. You know, those are the people I say, I live in this little fence line over here. I know everything I've told you is pretty amazing. But here's the kicker. I'm over there, blah, 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 blah. I don't ask people for money. I'd like to know if you could possibly get me a burrito. I'm hungry. Then usually the next line is, well, what about your dogs? You can't feed yourself. How do you feed your dogs? And I tell them, support them. You know, support is what helps.
Your dogs eat like dry food, right?
With dry food, sometimes I feed them wet food, but it screws up. You know, it screws up their bowel movements.
You don't feed them any junk food.
No, never. No. That causes, especially, I think with this breed, it causes all kinds of energy problems. When you're giving them people food, they don't listen as well at all. Watch this. I'll show you something real quick. PT, hold. Scar, come here. Scar, this. Izzy. Come here. Guys, don't be stubborn bullies. Let's go, Scott. Let's go.
Wow. That's amazing.
This is my boy.
Wow.
Scarface.
He's adorable.
And nowadays I say, if people ask me why you name him Scarface like you did earlier, usually I say because the face of the nation has been scarred forever. And we're here to wash those away.
Unbelievable, man.
Oh, Scar. And I've got him trained for ear pulling for children, biting. I've got him trained for tail pulling. In fact, when they're locked up, because doggies do this all the time, with my dogs, and no, structurally, on bigger dogs, it does not hurt them. It depends on how you do it. If you jerk the tail, yeah, you're gonna hurt them. If you don't, if you're nice about it like this, you're not gonna hurt them. But a lot of dogs don't like that. But I train my dogs specifically for that because of children. I like people to be able to bring their children around my dogs. Scar? Hey.
It's amazing. People are amazed by you when they see you.
No, I don't want your love. I don't want your love. I don't want your love. PT's learning how to do the whole shoulder gig, except he can jump right here, Scott. He can jump very high, but he's still too young and fragile to really be offering a full jump like that. But he's learning very quickly. PT, it's okay. It's okay. I know it's been a few days. You can put your leg right there. No. There, oh, there you go. Oh, no, you're fine. PT. There you go.
Wow.
He's learning quickly.
Wow.
They have to be comfortable with you. You have to have that special connection with your animal to where even on your shoulders, they're comfortable. And honestly, on my old shirts, they say paws up. They have two paws right here.
Yes.
They say paws up, and paws up is about guardianship. It's about standing up for your animals. It's about realizing you're right there with them. And a lot of people, you know, they just go to work, come home, and put some food down for the thing and throw it outside, and comes in and pets it while they're watching a movie and maybe say a couple words. They don't sleep with them. They don't, you know, there's 40% of America does sleep with their animals, though. But,
well, I have 4 cats, and I sleep with my 4 cats.
yeah.
Well, this is going to be part 1 of a whole series. We're going to follow you around, do the whole t-shirt process.
You don't even know the half of it yet. I've told you, honestly, there's 16 different programs to this organization that are going to be solving, not suppressing, pit bull terrier terror. Pit bull to people relations movement. Pit to peep rescue guidance services. That's the rescue for rescues. Pit to peep direct dealing conversion is for the people backyard breeders. Pit to peep United Altering Committee, a special committee of spaying and neutering for all animals. The only part of the organization that will be for all animals. It's also going to be separate funding in the organization. So if you want to support when it comes up, Pit to Peep United Altering Committee, I highly advise it, because each dog that we spay or neuter, especially this breed, for somebody who would have possibly bred that dog, we're actually stopping the possibility of 600 dogs being born, bred, and dead within the next 7 years. 2 dogs create 10. Out of that, 8 get bred averagely, creating 80. out of that 60 get, so you're talking 600 dogs out of 2 dogs, most of which are going to die, and I don't think that's really reasonable. So for us to actually come up with a program where we don't stand for people just hiding in their house and not hearing about low-cost spay and neuter all the country, we're going to go knock on their doors. We're going to offer them, you can't get your dog in, we'll give you a cab ride for your dog, and we'll pick it up and we'll drop it off, because that's why we're here. We're here to make sure that dog doesn't breed. So whatever it costs, it will be the community's money. Doesn't matter if it's $500 or $800. We're stopping ourselves from having to rescue hundreds or kill hundreds of animals in the future. And that's, spaying and neutering is the key to the human to animal relations revolution in the world. Is the key. The way man and dog were not meant to have a relationship where we mass murder them and have them for our own benefit. When man recreated the wolf into his own liking of dogs, he actually, thank you so much. She brought me pants. This nice lady brought me pants. Thank you so much. I love you.
Well, this is part one. We shot 57 minutes so far.
Okay.
And this is gonna go right to Animal Planet and all my outlets.
I hope I get some help, man, because I really want to get out of here and make it happen.
Well,
I hope I do.
The plan is to follow you around, the T-shirt guy, and keep the story alive.
Oh, I'm as alive as it's ever gonna get, and as soon as I can get my promotion shirts on my back, you're gonna see a fire that will never cease out of me. A fire. I am gonna be on fire for animals, and we're gonna change the way people view and understand these dogs. The best key to doing that is the Pitty Cats Rescue. Raising and rescuing kittens with pit bulls. What better way can we rejuvenate this image than showing people that they can nurture kittens, little baby kittens? And I cannot wait to get into a place out here, wherever I'm gonna be, and be able to start rescuing kittens in my place and have cameras in my house where you can watch me with my animals and all kinds of amazing things happen and occur.
Okay.
Because that's what needs to happen.
All right, I want to thank you for your time. Like I said, we're not going to tape you and then leave you. We're going to follow you around, do the T-shirt. We're going to follow you around until you're happy. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to leave and just say forget about you. We're going to follow you around, and this tip's going to go to the right people. And people are going to see it, and people are going to help you. So I want to thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you for whoever's helping. Okay. And Ellen, I hope to meet you someday. I hope you see this someday, because I love you. My grandma is your biggest fan, especially if you help her loving grandson.
Thank you.